Hello, hello. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? That is the question. Can you hear me? Let me know. And let me put that. Let me type it down in the chat here. Can you hear me? Question mark. Hello, everybody. And let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Hello. Newt says hello. And I can hear you. TuliTuli says she can hear me. All right. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. We're trying something slightly different on tonight. But before we get to that, let me just say hello to everybody and let you know that I am joined on my left by Mrs. T.
Hello, hello. Happy weekends, everyone.
And Rick K says no. Oh, no. Rick K can't hear me. Uh-oh. Silver Spurs 420 says he can hear me. And we also have, I can't hear you. You're turning off the mic. Let's see. Nope. All right. I've got a mixed review. Some say they can hear. Some say they can't. And let me know. We'll let a few other people weigh in as I take a sip of coffee. Maybe they can't hear me. I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh, Tiger says it was a joke. Oh, okay. Tuli says we're fine. Speaking of TuliTuli, the best moderator on all of YouTube is here. TuliTuli is in the house. Now, here is the real test, guys. I am going to put some music on in the background. Kind of low, not too loud. We're not going to rock out or anything like that. But I'm going to put some music on. And the question is, after I put the music on, will you still be able to hear me? I don't even know if you'll be able to hear the music, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, this was a little experiment that doesn't seem to be working. All right, we're going to turn that off. We're going to leave there. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Oh, boy. And we're going to get out of there. And we're going to do the old music from StreamYard. StreamYard, I was trying to do a little different music only because StreamYard gives about, about 8 or 9 choices. And this is the most tolerable to me right here. Can you hear that? Let me know. And we'll get started, guys. All right, guys. Let's get this auction started with, first of all, with instructions. And welcome on this Saturday night, everybody. Here we go. It is Saturday, right, Mrs. T?
Yes, it is.
All right. Auction instructions. We're going to go real quick because I recognize so many familiar names. First of all, you don't need to be a member. And this, by the way, is a benefit for the new folks. And it seems like every week there's a new person or 2 or 3 or 4. Shipping is $5. But if you are a member, a channel member, you hit the little join button on YouTube. If you're a member at levels 2, 3, or 4, it is free. Please keep track of what you purchase. I sent you all notebooks last week, or whoever bought. And so if you have your notebook, now would be a good time to pull it out. And let's see. Let the moderators moderate. Let them do their things. Be courteous. No bad language. We have a very, very nice group of people that shows up week after week. Bid increments are on the left-hand side there. Anything under $100 is a $1 bid increment. Anything over $100, it's a $5 minimum bid increment. You could bid 6. You could bid, let me check this out. I'm hearing, what's that, Mrs. T?
Is that music?
Well, I shouldn't be hearing music on this end. Let's see. Does that help? Can you guys still hear me? All right. And Tuli's saying, hit the like. Thank you, Tuli. Be courteous, no bad language. Bid increments, we already went through. My address for shipping is scrolling. Actually, it's down below in the video description. And once again, last but not least, thank you for your support. We really appreciate you guys not only showing up, but bidding and buying stuff. And basically doing so is supporting our efforts to travel all around and bring you guys more and more coin shop videos and other travels and everything else. And by the way, speaking of coin shop videos,
Yeah.
somebody just asked this morning, hey, did you and Sherry have a falling out? And the answer to that is no. Me and Sherry are still good buddies. But sometimes life happens, and we'll talk about that later. I'll let her talk about that later. But long story short, we are still good buddies. All right, everybody. Mrs. Ton Tavern's here. Rick K's here. TuliTuli 2210. All kinds of people. David and Silver Boy. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
Yeah, we've got to be very careful about that kind of stuff. But let's do, and those of you who've been around here know we give away silver before we even start selling any. And this is gone number one. And I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, here we go.
But first, a commercial. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you just happen to cross my channel and decided to watch for a little while and you're not currently subscribed, be sure to hit that subscription and that little all-important notification bell. That way you get a heads up every time I make a video. First 4 people with the correct answer will get a little gift from us, which is a little silver gram. Like you see my stamp on there and everything. All right. Isaac's 1938S Mercury dime was in what holder? CAC, CAC, PCGS, or NGC? And if you watched my short form video early in the week, you would know the answer to that one. And that was an old school PCGS holder. And I even had to look this one up. It was an OGH, which stands for Old Green Holder, but there were multiple versions of the OGH made. This happened to be 2.2. So maybe a real collector's item because they only made the version 2.2 from like December to January of whatever year that was, 1988 or 89 or something like that. It was for a short period of time. And so anyway, that was a 2.2 PCGS. Anybody who said PCGS. So let's see who got it. Let me scroll up here. Todd said test. And let's see. Is that Asan Hook? Hey, thanks for being here. Knox said PCGS.
Yeah.
Brandon I. Rick K.
No, Rick K, NGC.
Oh, Rick K said NGC. Yikes. Yeah. And bad guess. Bad guess. Newt.
Newt. Yeah.
All right, so who do we have now? Knox, Brandon,
Newt,
Newt, and SBA fan. Congratulations. Congratulations. And Central Michigan just behind. Hey, Central Michigan, thank you for being here. There we go. These 4 will be going out. And you know what? We're not going to start off slow today. We are going to start off with a bang, and we're not going to mess around. Here we go. Engelhard, Buck and Go. Who does that? Yours truly, Buck and Go. Which variety is this? This is the 3 solid Engelhard's diagonal, 45-degree angle there. And let me put this here, put that there, and here we go. Engelhard. And if you watch today's video, you know my affinity for Engelhard. And I'll tell you what, number 1 name in vintage silver, in my humble opinion. And all you have to do in order to bid is put a number in the comments, and we'll go from there. We're starting off with a bang today. Yeah, no, there we go, guys. Engelhard. This one doesn't have any plastic. Tiger, if I remember correctly, you like that plastic aroma. And this one, I made sure I got Engelhards that did not contain plastic at all. So Brandon's at 30. And I'm looking for somewhere around 45-ish or so. We'll see where it goes. Vegas. Oh, yeah, we're doing Whatnot later. We're going to do YouTube for a while, and then we're going to jump on Whatnot. Whatnot seems to be really good for the smaller items that we have to offer. And our YouTube is where we do kind of the marquee items. And we're looking at Henry Hicks, below my cost. And let's see, I'm going to say going one time. So Engelhard, that's like $3 and change over spot. Okay, here we go. Henry Hicks threw out a 33. And now's the time to get your bids in, because I'm already saying going two times. Going two times on the Engelhard. Silver Boy is at 35. Now we're going in the right direction. Hey, Jeff Tuli, Angels, Tiger, Thomas is back. JTA, TT, JTAT.
You have to pause when you say that name.
I have to read it carefully because it changes from time to time.
Yeah, it does.
And let's see, Jeff is at 36. Tuli even puts Jeff Tat 36.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to say going one time. Jeff Tat at 36. Going two times. And we've got quite the variety tonight. I'm going to throw all kinds of stuff at you guys. And we're going to say going once, going twice, and Corey's here. Going once, going twice, and sold. There's a big applause from the studio audience here. We don't quite have as big an audience as Wheel of Fortune. No. With Pat Sajak and Vanna White, but it's nice to have all these people here applauding. All right, sold Engelhard for how much? $36. Wow, good bargain there. All right, let's see. Anybody remember this movie? E.T. Phone Home. E.T. Here you go. Look at, there's Elliot and E.T. And I was just about the same age as Elliot when this movie came out, so I was riveted watching this movie. You got $2 from what country? Let's see, Nui. And there's Elliot and E.T. in front of the moon. Remember that scene? But this is the cool side. E.T. Phone home. All right, E.T. is saying bid right there. He's showing you with his finger how to do it. Just go type in numbers like that. All right. All right, so this one's buck and go. I like buck and go format. Some guys will see it around like this and they'll start it off at $37 or $38, hoping it gets to 40. And I hope it goes to 42 or higher even, but I like to start it at $1. All right, Brandon takes us to 30. And these are collectible, highly collectible. Universal Studios LLC. So this is legit. This isn't some back alley ET. This is the real deal. Universal Studios, Brandon at $30 on ET. Let's see. And let's see, Brandon at 30. Tiger's leaving. See you, Tiger. Have a good one.
Good luck.
Silver Boy is at 31. Mm-hmm. And, let's see. I've been waiting to show my daughters the movie E.T. And Steve S. is at 33. Tomorrow is Father's Day. And by the way, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And on Father's Day, we have a tradition, 2 days a year, my birthday and Father's Day, the girls will suffer through one of my old movies. And E.T. was kind of on the list, but we went with Lord of the Rings. I'm going to make them sit with me for like 6 hours watching the first Lord of the Rings.
It's not 6 hours.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? Steve at 33, going 2 times.
Well, feels like 6 hours. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good movie, though. I think it's definitely over 3.
Yeah.
All right. Silver Boy bumps it up to 35. If you look these up, these go for somewhere in the 40s. Silver Boy at 35 going 1 time. And SBB at 35 going 2 times. Now is what we call sniper time. Going once, going twice, and sold. And I don't see any snipes. All right, good deal. Steve, you're just a second late. Mr. E.T. is heading to Silver Boy Blues SBB.
All
You got a
right.
good one there. And let's see. I know there's some guys here that are into the numismatics. Let's mix it up a little bit. Large cent, 1848. And yeah, just imagine how old. And this one's in good shape. You can clearly see the date. You can clearly see the lettering. And last time we ran these, someone asked like, T, why don't you sell those for like $30? And I don't know, it's whatever the market will do today. And there you go, an old copper. And so buck and go on the large cent, old copper. And I've learned, it was a while back, Russ and I and Mike from Harlan J. Burke were talking about old copper. They were showing me old copper, and there's a whole niche dedicated to old copper in this hobby. So as you can see, $10, $10, $11, $12. There's a bunch of guys interested in the old copper. Pretty darn cool. It is 1848. There you go. You can see it clear as day. No issues with this coin. Nothing messed up about it. Just a good old Silver Spurs is at 13. And we are going to say, I know there's a lot of interest going one time. Get your bids in, guys. Currently, it's in at 13. Old copper heads. I think they shoot a lot of snakes in the cowboy movies. Tiger. Let's see. Steve S brought it up to 14. We're going to say Steve S going one time. And we're going to say, Silver Boy at 16. Yeah, still under 20. Woo! Nice piece there from 1848. And I mean, geez, that was pre-Civil War. Say that. Pre-Civil War money right here.
It's hard to say.
This is like Little House on the Prairie money right here.
Oh.
Do you remember that show, Mrs. C?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Steve S is at 17. Remember, they used to always go down to that general store and
Somebody would always get in trouble.
yeah, that one little girl with the ponytail or the little hairdo on either side was always causing trouble for those poor kids. All they wanted was a little stick of candy or something like that. Anyway, Steve S is at 17, going 2 times.
Yep.
And going once, going twice, and David is at 19. David is at 19. We're approaching 20. And David at 19 going 1 time. David at 19 going 2 times. And going once, going twice, and sold. All right, there we go. There you go, Mrs. T.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, how about we mix it up again? You got a Walker, 1918 Walker. She looks like she's walking in a snowstorm or something. This side, pretty interesting as well, but here we go. You got a half dollar for the stackers out there. And thank you, David. $50 for the stackers out there. And you guys can go on that one. I do that. Get some other stuff out of the way here. I think I have some more of these. I gotta go do a little digging here. Oh, there we go. All right. Henry Hicks is at 15. Going 1 time. Henry Hicks is at 15. Going. Hi there, U.S. Army. Going 2 times. And going once. Going twice. And sold. All right, Henry Hicks takes her down. And let's see if somebody might like a Benji. There you go. And this one's got a nice tone to it. Nice, from a 1952, early 50s. 52D. Buck and go, guys. Buck and go all night long. Buck and go. All right. Henry is at 15, going one time. And we're going to speed it up a little bit. Henry is at 15, going two times. And going once. Going twice. And whoop, David is at 19 on the Benji. Thank you, David and Henry, for your bids. David at 19, going once. David at 19, going two times. And going once, going twice, and sold. All right, you guys really want to mix it up a little bit. Here we go, another $50. This one happens to be an Expo, $50 commemorative from commemorating the crossing of the Atlantic by Columbus. This one's in 1893. And we're going to say buck and go, guys, buck and go. The reason this says Chicago's World's Fair is because these were in the toning on this one is just fabulous, by the way. That these were used to fund an attempt to fund the Columbian Exposition, aka the Chicago's World's Fair. They were sold, they were 50-cent pieces being sold for $1, and the public scoffed at that. Why would I pay $1 for 50 cents? And a lot of them didn't get sold. A lot of them got melted. So the numbers on these are pretty low, actually, making them highly collectible. All right, Brandon at 12, going one time. Brandon at 12, going two times. And don't forget the numismatic factor here. So there's guys that just specifically collect just these. Silver Spurs it on at 13. And let's see where we land. Silver Spurs at 13 going one time. Silver Spurs going two times. Oh, sorry about that. And I think, let me check the AC down here, Mrs. T. I'm not sure if I have that open or not.
Okay. There we don't unplug anything.
Closed. Let me open this vent here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now it's cranking. I had the vent closed for some reason. All right. Ooh. All right. Hit SBB at 16, going one time. Can you feel it now? SBB at 16, going two times. And going once.
So you tricked me? The last time you told me
going twice. And sold. Oh, I would never do that. Oh my goodness, Paul Dawson with a snipe.
Oh.
Man, nice one, Paul. Got it at the last second. I just listened to a podcast about the Chicago World's Fair. TuliTuli, have you read the book Devil in the White City?
Yes.
You have to read that book if you haven't.
Yes.
And I highly recommend it.
Good book.
Oh man, excellent book. All right, guys, we're going to go a little crazy here. We're going to do two walkers. 1940s, 1930s, 1936, 1947. There you go. Both for one money. What the heck? Let's just see what happens. And there you go.
I'm just going to check it out.
Oh, you don't have it yet? Oh, boy. You got to read that one. Let's see. Do we have a copy here? Let's see.
Oh, I think we do.
Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah.
All right.
You look up, you're like, oh, there it is. Here.
All right. I don't want to kill myself trying to climb up there.
Okay, as T goes to get the book. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Don't.
I know. All right, Tuli, this is coming your way. You got to read this book. It's a really, really good book. And if you don't mind being spooked out a little bit, here you go. All right. Where are we at? Two walkers for $25 going one time. Two walkers for $25 going, hi, Doug, going two times.
Rick says he can't read.
Oh, you try the audio version, Rick.
Yeah.
Try the audio version. Going once, or better yet, Tuli could read it to you. I'll send it to Tuli. She can make a long video and just read it to you. There you go. And Steve S. 26 going one time. Devil in the White City by TuliTuli. Here we go. Henry Hicks at 27 going one time. Henry Hicks at 27 going two times.
He said, hell yeah.
David's at 29 and Tiger's back. All right, David is at 29. You got two walkers there. But you know what? How about this? Let's add another one. 1944. I don't know. Will it balance? Am I that good? Ooh, look at that.
Oh, boy.
Man, genius. Until it falls down. You also have a 1944 World War II time. And so three walkers for one money. And let's see where it goes from here. Henry is at 32 on three walkers. And Abraham S. Lincoln, does the S stand for silver? And Brandon's at 33. All right, let's let them go.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm in a goofy mood tonight.
I guess.
We're going to throw in a little Rosie, if that Rosie will stay.
You're just trying to have fun and balance things.
I'm trying. I'm going to try to see what I can do here.
Oh, I knew it.
All right, all that for 34.
Wow.
All right, three walkers for 34 bucks. Dang. All right, I'm going to say Henry Hicks. Ooh, that's a steal, Henry. Do the math. Henry Hicks at 34 going one time. Oh, Silver Spurs. Spurs it on at 35. I think there's going to be some more bids coming in.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Then Paul's at 40. Okay, Paul Dawson's at 40. Going one time. Paul is at 40. Going two times. Still a pretty darn good deal right there. And let's see if Paul Dawson walks away with all four of those coins going once. David Doubloons is at 42. And let's see. Because of that, I think I'm going to bump it up another Rosie. Why not? Why not? There's another Rosie for you. All right. Tiger's at 42. David got there first. Let's see where it goes from there. And we've got a nice, I have to put a little, you'll have to put it in a little bag.
Yeah.
Mrs. C.
Sure. There's one right here.
All right. There you go.
Uh-huh.
All right. Ooh. Paul Dawson's at 45.
Yeah, and all balanced nicely, too.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sniper time, guys. Paul Dawson at 45 going one time. Paul at 45 going two times. You know what that means? What time is it? Sniper time.
Mm-hmm.
Going once, going twice, and David bumps it up to 46. Paul, your turn to respond. Tiger's at 47, and here comes another flood of would-be snipers. Paul's at 50, going one time, and because of that, I think I'm going to throw in another dime. Why not? There you go. Dare I move it?
Oh, don't move it.
There we go. Look at that balance. Dawson at 50, going one time. Dawson at 50, going two times. And Dawson at 50 going once, going twice, and sold. All right. Let's see. A couple bids came in. Dawson at 50 takes it.
All right.
Tiger and David were just a hair late there. Yeah, give it all to, don't miss that dime.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Dawson, there you go.
All right, congratulations.
All right, congrats. Hey, we were talking about movies earlier. How about this? Have you ever seen this one? Any Star Wars fans here? Tiger, not Star Trek, Star Wars. Star Wars. Here we go. Look at that from the Royal Mint. You can guarantee one of these is going into my guardhouse box.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is going to be offered to you right here and right now at $1 and go. It could go for 33. It could go for 53. I don't know. Let's see what these guys do, Mrs. T. $1 and go on the Star Wars. You have Luke, you have Princess Leia, and that looks like Han Solo down there.
Yes.
Pretty cool piece.
Yeah.
Knox is at 36. And if you're a child of the 70s, and 80s. I mean, Star Wars was our thing. This is 4/9 fine silver, in case you're wondering. I don't know what the mintage is on these, but I would say they're kind of rare. This is the first time I ever saw them. I bought a few, and just because, you know, you buy them when you can, because you never know when they're gonna go. Oh no, U.S. Army. Oh boy, how do we ban somebody from? No, just kidding. Henry Hicks is at 36. Oh no, I love Star Wars growing up. Good versus evil, all the storylines. Princess Leia in the slave outfit. Whoa. What's not to love? All right, Henry Hicks at 37. Pete Clark's at 38. All right, Pete at 38, going one time, and that's basically what I paid for it, to be honest with you. Pete, I think you're getting a real good deal. I thought these would go for like 45 or 50 or something. I guess there's no real Star Wars fans out there. Nobody's feeling the force here. All right.
It's a unique force.
Going once, going to Silver Boy gets it to 39. And let me start the countdown once again. SBB 39 going one time.
Do you ship to the UK?
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. I do not ship to the UK. I've done that before. Mm-hmm. I sent something to Backyard Bullion, and man, that was a pain in the arse. ARSE to do that. Ooh. All right. Silver Boy at 39 going once. Going twice. Sorry about that, Steve. And sold. All right, this one's going to go into outer space. And Knox just a little late on that, Knox. All righty. Oh, let's see. All right. I'm a little nervous about this one because this one is for the real numismatic guys in here. Flying Eagle, 1858. This is about a $35 to $40 coin. Ooh, I always start as a buck and go. Mrs. T, what do you think? Do we think we have any numismatic guys in here? Okay. All right. I've already touched it, so let me try it. Flying Eagle, 1858, buck and go. Patty Angel 64. Hello, welcome. I am selling probably about a $40 coin at a buck and go. Whether that lands at 25 or 35 or goes to 45, I would recommend you look these up and see what the rate is on these. They are not cheap. This particular variety, 1 cent. It's a beauty. And by the way, this depiction of the eagle is, in my opinion, one of the best. All right, you got a nice numismatic piece going for way less than I paid for it at 15, but I'll start it. Henry Hicks, $15. Henry, you might wind up with a nice piece at a crazy bargain here. Yeah. And we will chill out on the numismatic pieces, I think, Mrs. T. Okay. Because, that's way below my cost. Let's see. Patty, all you have to do in the comments is just put a number. Paul's at 20. Put a number, and it kind of goes from there. SBB is at 20. And David, is David around? I know he's my local numismatic guy. All right, I think people are starting to wake up a little bit, Mrs. T. Yeah. This piece is a beauty. You don't see these all the time. Mm-hmm. That is for sure. Let's see. We're looking at Paul Dawson at 25. Tuli confirms going one time. And let's see. Paul Dawson at 25. Henry's at 26. Henry knows the numismatics as well. Henry at 26 going one time. And SBB gets it up to 29. There we go. Closer to a reasonable price for this is, by the way, not only it is what it is, but it is a nice example. There are absolutely no problems, no rim dings, nothing goofy about this one. The normal type of toning that you would expect to see on a coin this old. And Let's see. Hey, I saw you earlier on Whatnot. Oh, hey. Yeah, I was on Whatnot buying stuff from this dude from Hawaii. And it might take a minute to get shipped, but Henry Hicks at 31 going one time. Henry Hicks at 31 going two times. And going once. Oh, Paul bumps it up to 33. And, oh, yeah, that was his name, SC100. SBB as at 34. And let's see. I hope that stuff's not on a slow boat from Hawaii. And let's see. SBB at 34 going two times on the beautiful example here. And going once, going twice, and sold. Oh, David, just a second late there, David.
Yeah.
So sorry, David. All right, SBB, there you go. Nice one. You got a nice piece there. All right, something I haven't thrown out there, Mrs. T.
Uh-oh.
Should I try it? Should I try it? Is anybody in the mood for a silver pour this evening? Anybody in the mood for a silver pour? We have an original T-bar. 2024, nice example too, man. Nice and shiny, super shiny. 1.5 ounces. This happens to be lucky number 13, as you can see there. And this is one of my best ones, actually. I'm going to throw it out there. Let me see. Let me prop it up here somehow.
So number 13?
Yep, this is number 13. Will that balance there?
Is it major?
There you go. Is that any good? Can you see it? All right, maybe I'll just hold it. All right, buck and go, guys. Buck and go on the original TtheSilverStacker silver pour. Let me show you all the side. Look at those little pour lines. When I poured it down, and by the way, those two-sided molds, TuliTuli, I don't know if you've tried those yet, but they're not easy. They're not easy to make a perfect pour. And those are the little pour lines that appear on the side. And there you go. 1.5 ounce, lucky number 13. And we've got a good battle going.
Yeah.
It's about $45 just in silver content alone, let alone the, very good. Nice. Let alone the artistic.
He has number 11.
Cool. There you go.
Like it.
I'm glad you like it, my friend. All right, guys. Where are we at? U.S. Army 55 going one time. Let me put this down for a second. Put it right over here next to the cicada. Let's see if it'll balance. That kind of goes backwards like that. Newt's at 60. Newt is at 60. And that's not working out. Oh, we need to do another go, Mrs. T.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, there we go. We'll just put it way back there. We're going to zoom in on it. I think that's about as good as we're going to get for right now.
Yeah.
Newt's at 60, going one time. Newt's at 60, going two times. Mega Silver Stacker. Let's see. Going once, going twice. Fair warning. And sold. And looks like, if I'm looking at this correctly, Newt took a nice piece there. Newt at 60 bones. Mrs. T.
All right.
That's one of the nicer ones, Newt. All right. Oh, boy. I'm not even sure if I should do this one. What do you say? Wow, what the hell? Why not? The silver cicada. I don't know if any of you have the cicada invasion that we do in this area over here. But this one, to see those two little red bug eyes, those cicadas have red eyes. Wait till you see the pour and the number on this one. Look at that. Look at those pour lines, TuliTuli. Look at the number down there. Number 1. The first one came out really cool and like really unique pour lines. I decided to put my stamp right in the midst of all those pour lines. That was a relatively flat area there. So I put my stamp there, and it's 2.8 ounces, 999 fine silver. Number 1. So I don't know what side's prettier, to be honest with you.
Wow.
The cicada commemorating this crazy year.
Look at those flowers.
Yeah, that was pretty unique. I gave a. Either way, we're gonna say,
Yeah, it's like
ooh la la.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, buck and go. What the hell? Buck and go. Number 1 here. Let's get this stuff out of the way, and we're gonna do a buck and go.
I haven't seen that one.
No?
No.
Here it is.
Well, now I have.
And here it goes. Silver cicada, numero 1. Patty's at 50. Paul's at 50. I don't know if I mentioned, it's 2.8 ounces of pure silver, pure shine. So 30, 60, about 90 bucks worth of silver. And it is numero 1. Numero 1. There we go. We're looking at Roger at 70, which is below silver price. So let me take a sip of coffee and hope somebody bids at least a silver spot price for it. I don't know. Mrs. T's giving me the weird look over here.
No,
it's one of those looks like you should have just saved number 1. Paul's at 80. And Patty, as you bid, you don't even need to put the dollar sign in front of it. Sometimes that one extra character might slow you down just a little bit when it comes down to a millisecond at the end. We're approaching melt price. Not quite there yet, though. There we go. Silver cicada invasion. And let me show the pour lines again. This is something to behold right there. Yeah, look at that shine. Yeah, ooh. All right, Paul's at 100. We finally hit a little bit above melt price, Mrs. T. Roger, Silver Boy and Roger got us there. Thank you, guys. Paul's at 100. So the next bid would have to be 105 or higher. It could be 107. It could be 108, 110. And yeah, those pour lines are SEXY. Woo! They are, I don't know how, just got lucky. Just got lucky, gave it the right little tap at the right time, and that's what came out. All right, Paul Dawson at 100, and I'm not seeing any competition there, so I'm going to say going 1 time. Man, I think I might have bought that silver when silver was like at 32 or 33, so let's see. So that would put it at, yeah. SBB is at 115. Roger, thanks for jumping in there. This is number 1, by the way. Number 1. Original silver pour, TuliTuli says. SBB at 115. And so the next highest bid would have to be 120 or anywhere higher than 120. SBB 115 going 1 time. SBB going 2 times, and going once, going twice. Oh, Paul jumps in at 120. There we go. We've got a little bit of a showdown here. SBB putting a hammer down a little bit. I don't know what side I like better, the cicada or those pour lines, Mrs. C.
Both nice.
Somebody's going to get it. Paul, you'd have to be at 140 or higher. SBB going 1 time. Let's just say goodbye to this little cicada. He's been kind of grew on me a little bit. SBB.
You carried it in your pocket?
No, I didn't carry it in my pocket. Going once, going twice, and sold. Silver Boy Blues, thank you very much for your support of, even put in the backup bid. Not necessary. To 135, took her down. And let's go on to something a little smaller, but pretty interesting nonetheless.
Congratulations.
Congrats for sure.
He's gonna love it.
I think so. I think he will. Here's a nice little, we did a bunch of other $50. This one happens to be a Barber 1904 variety. Don't mind the holder. I mean, I don't know what little holder company this is, but buy the coin. In this case, buy the coin, not the holder. And or you could buy, you just stick this in your slab collection. But here you go, 1904. Beautiful tone around the perimeter of the Barber, and it is 90% silver, and it is pretty. And a lot of times those are just worn to heck. Yep, SBB, thank you very much. Buck and go on this one. Bradford Exchange, Michael says. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Wasn't quite sure. And I was thinking about putting a collection together of oddball holders or slightly obscure. And Henry's at 20. Callie Livin is at 25 of holders. And I think I might wind up with a box of about 200 or 300 holders if I would do that with all the varieties that are out there. So the Bradford Exchange put this in a holder like this, what you see here. Over there, I've got a couple that I've stashed away from various companies. Mrs. T is looking at me a little strange. Different companies have different holders. 3 of them are the elite ones, CAC, PCGS, and NGC. Then there comes Annex, and then there comes about 250 little obscure ones. Henry's at 26 going one time. Hi, Callie Livin. Thanks for being here. Henry is at 26 going 2 times on the beautiful 1904 Barber. Going once, going twice. Paul's at 30. Paul's at 30 on the Barber. Going one time. Paul hit that 30 threshold, and I'm going to say going 2 times. And going once, going twice, and sold, sold, sold. Did it hold up? I believe it did. All right, guys, there's a 1904, and thank you, Paul. And good luck to whoever is up on this one, 1902. Go back a couple of years earlier, and in God we trust, blazing right there on the top. And the tone here is also very, very good. What you would like to see on a coin that you know hasn't been messed with or anything like that. Buck and go, guys. Buck and go on the 1902. Considered very good condition. I wonder when this was even slapped. Might have been a while back. Henry is at 20. Henry bumps us up to 20. There we go. Henry at 20. Going one time. Let's see if there's any competition, Henry. Or you take it down for 20. Going 2 times to Henry. All right, jump in now, guys. Or Henry's going to take her for 20 bones. Paul's at 25. And Paul at 25. Going one time. Oh, Henry Hicks, I told you we had some fractional. I've got right after 1 or 2 more auctions, we'll do some fractional. Henry. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. We're at Henry at 26 going one time. Henry at 26 going 2 times. Hi, Mentally Corrupted. And going once. Paul's at 27. Going once. Paul's at 27, going 2 times, and going once, going twice. Fair warning. And sold, sold, sold. All right, we haven't done a gimme in a minute, Mrs. T. Since we have such interest in those, let's see. Oh, we're going to go even older now. 1901. 1901, very good. Barber $50. Buck and go, guys. Buck and go. Buck and go. We've gone.
You did 1904, 1902, 1903.
Yeah, David is at 28 on the 1901. Henry needs some dimes. Let's see. David is at 28 on this one. If I'm reading this correctly. Maybe Tuli can confirm. I think David's at 28.
Yes.
Or was that David?
Oh, no, maybe that
he was right after the sold. Henry Hicks is at 20 going 2 times.
David was trying to get that.
Oh, I see. All right. Ooh, yeah, bucking going. And Henry's going to get this one for 20 unless somebody else jumps in. Going once, going twice. Paul's at 22. Bumping it up a little bit. Paul at 22, going once. Paul at 22, going twice. David jumps in. And I'm having a hard time keeping up with you guys. David at 25, going 1 time. David at 25, going 2 times. Steve S. jumps in at 26. 26, going once. Oh, yeah. Let me let him. I'll shut up and let him battle it out for a second. Yeah, take my last sip of coffee.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth.
All right, where are we at? Dawson at 27, going 2 times. And Paul Dawson at $27, going once, going twice. Sniper time. And sold. This one goes to Paul Dawson, Mrs. T.
Okay, got it.
All right. Let's see here. Tell you what, let's go really crazy.
Uh-oh.
Let's go really crazy. We're going to do 2 for 1 money. I might need some tape.
Oh, no, you're
To balance them here. 2 for 1 money.
Could you do this?
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Genius, Mrs. T.
Thank you.
Buck and go 2 for 1 money. You got a 1903 and a 1900. Is that the oldest one yet?
Yes.
1900. It's either I think it has a little rim ding on the top right hand side, about 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So you got 1903 and 1900. 1 money for both coins. 1 money for both coins.
And Mrs. T brings to the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. For the last 28 years, would it be 29 this summer or is it 28 this summer?
I don't know.
Oh, I've been counting every hour, my dear. Where are we at? Henry Hicks is going to get the bargain of the night. Oh, Paul jumps in, so $20 a coin. Paul at 40, going 1 time. Henry Hicks responds, and Henry Hicks at 41, going 1 time. Ooh, these will be the cheapest. Let's see. And then Henry at 41 for both coins. Paul's at 45. On the old school slabs here. Dawson at 45, going 1 time. Then we're going to give away some silver. Dawson at 45, going 2 times. Going once, going twice, and sold. Thank you, guys. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. 49. David's doubloons, 49. Took them down for 49. And Mrs. T, let's give away some silver here.
Right.
I love these little stamps on these. Look at that. 2 holders even. Genius. Those little holders only cost like $6. I should have like 20 of them.
Yeah, you should.
All right. Oh, you know what? We're going to do the reminder, Tuli. This is my little giveaway number 2 commercial. Join my remind group. All you have to do is text this number 81010, this message at AGH3AB. I'll put it right there. Oh, look at Mrs. T handing me an even nicer one. Look at that. There we go. Here we go. All right, let's get that zoomed out just a little bit. Join my remind group. Then usually about 45 minutes or so before an auction, you'll get a little text and it'll basically give you the heads up and a link. And where'd the question go? Oh, this is an easy one.
Oh boy, yeah.
Maybe I made this. Get ready, Mrs. T.
Okay, here we go.
What YouTuber did I have a conversation with regarding vintage silver bars? And that video aired just this morning. So unless you are very, very forgetful and watched the video and forgot, or you just didn't see the video at all, who did I talk to yesterday? And we made it. Oh, hey, Mrs. PPP. It was none other than, and I will accept either Silver Bar Stacker or SBS. And let's see who got it, Mrs. C. We're looking at Knox.
Yes. I see that.
Brandon.
Yes.
Central Michigan. And no, not Rick K. Let's see. And Henry Hicks.
Yes.
And yeah, I will. You might get an occasional text about me extending your car's warranty. Just disregard those. Oh man. There you go.
Right,
or that your mail is stuck at the post office, but they need your credit card in order to get your mail delivered to you.
Yeah.
That's another classic. All right, let's see. Where are we at, Mrs. T? Let's see. It's 7:25. Woo! Huh. Oh, we talked about doing some.
Brandon's bonus question. What does T keep his bars in?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. All right, fractional silver, 1/10 ounce, Buck and Go. This is from none other than Silver Dave at the local Silver Mint. And here you go. Some beautiful little prepper silver here, 1/10 ounce for the fractional lovers out there. And Henry is at 15. And yeah, these are very cool indeed. And Henry at 15, and I'm going to say going one time. Henry at 15, putting the hammer down, going 2 times. And Henry at 15, going once, going twice, and sold. And Henry, you said you needed some dimes. Let me throw in a dime with that as well. And there you go. Okay. Henry Hicks. All right. This time, we are going to do the toned version. TheSilverStacker exclusive. Nobody else on the planet has the toned version. The reason I know that is because I tone these myself. You can't buy these anywhere. These are toned by yours truly, going one time. Or excuse me, being offered for your Henry is at 16. And gave me an extra buck for the tone and the treble. Henry at 16, going 2 times. And going once, going twice, and sold on the bar-to-bar with a little Rosie to go with circa 1960. There you go. And how about we double it up and we do the shiny and the toned. You get the 2-pack, shiny and toned. Buck and Go, guys. Buck and Go. Is this H2O for me? Thank you. Buck and Go. Double your pleasure. You get a bright, shiny one. And these are 1/10 ounce silver. And Henry's at 15 on 2 of them. And let's see if anybody contests. One shiny, one tone. Rick K is at 23. And I'm going to say going one time. Rick K at 23. Going 2 times. And going once. Going twice. And Rick K. Sold. There you go. Here you go, Mrs. C.
Okay.
And let's try that again. One more time. You got this one's really toned. All right, Buck and Go, guys. On the Silver Dave of Yankee stacking fame. Buck and Go on the 1/10 ounce little prepper silver there. Henry is at 20, $10 a pop. Patty started us off at 15. Thank you, Patty. Henry is at 20, going one time. Henry is at 20, going 2 times. Going once, going twice, and sold. All righty. Let's see. Now, if you're down with the fractional, You might know a little bit about Geiger. Geiger bar, 5 grammer, buck and go. And this is Primo Silver for your consideration. 5 gram Geiger, buck and go. Buck and go. Brandon's at 10. And let's go from there. See where we land. Let's see. Henry is at 22. And 50 grammars are beautiful. Henry at 22 going 1 time. Henry at 22 going 2 times. And going once, going twice, and sold. To Henry. And with that, Command said he wanted some dimes. I'm going to throw in a Merc to go with. There we go. All right. Oh, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
I've got something cool. We haven't offered all night, and I think I'm going to throw it out there right now. Here, take a look at these, my friends. These are, they're silver for starters. And let me zoom out just a little bit. These are silver 5 centavos. This is basically like a Mexican half cent or so. This one happens to be DO, which I think stands for Durango. It's 0.9027 silver, 1889. This is Mexican numismatics, and this one's a little bit worn out. Let me show you this one. CN, I don't know if that is Cuernavaca or Culiacan or what, but very, very cool. They come from different mints around Mexico. And I'm going to throw, let's start with just one. Buck and go on that one. Should be around the $11 or $12 range if you enjoy Mexican numismatics. And these are super tiny. Smaller than a dime. Let me show you a dime in comparison. If I can find one. I just did, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
And so in comparison, smaller than a dime. That's why I kind of said like it's like a half dime. And teeny tiny, short-lived, probably because they got lost in sofa cushions or God knows where, because they're so small. But the cool thing is, they come from all these different mints around Mexico. Henry Hicks at 7, and Henry at 7 going 1 time. And these are really cool for the Mexican numismatic lovers out there. Going 2 times, and going once, going twice. Oh, Paul's at 10. Silver Boy at 11. Let's see. SBB at 11. Going 1 time. Really cool pieces. I was happy to pick these up. You got a big Cinco right there. 9. It's over 90% silver. 0.9027 to be exact. We're looking at Paul at 12 going 1 time. Hey, Broke Stacker. Paul at 12 going 2 times. And going once, going twice, and sold. Alrighty. Paul at 12 on the Durango. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the little variety pack here. You're going to do Zacatecas, 1899, and CN, which might be Culiacan, both for one money. So the last one went for 12. Let's see what these go for. Very cool little pieces of Mexican history. Buck and go, guys. Buck and go on 2. 5 centavos. Thanks for encouraging people to hit that like. Henry's at 14. All right, we're off to the races. Henry is at 14. SBB is at 21 on both pieces. And we're going to start a countdown. Going one time. SBB at 21, going two times. And going once, going twice. And Paul's at 22. Paul's at 22, going one time. Ooh, there we go. SBB is at 26. We got a little battle going on, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
26 going one time. SBB 26 going two times. Going once, going twice, and sold. Alrighty. SBB at 26 takes them down. Nice little pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something a little bit crazy. I've got a stack here. And so they've been going for like $12 or $13. I'm going to do, oh boy, there goes that crazy. I'm going to do a buy it now at, and Mrs. Steve, will you hand me that little, little bin where I have more of these? There should be a little bin over, oh, no, it's right next to me. Sorry. We're going to do buy it now, since they've been going for $12 or $13. We're going to do a buy it now for $12, and you could buy as many as you want, and just say bin, and I'll pull yours off of here, and then I'll show you what it is and where it's from. So you tell me bin, and you know what? We're going to do these at $11, cheaper than they've been bought before. So $11 each, and just let me know bin 3, bin 5, bin 10, whatever you want until they're gone. So Henry Hicks, this is T, says bin 1, 1901 for you, Henry Hicks, and that's how it works. Let's see. Rick K says 11. Yeah, $11. 11 is where to start. Brandon says bin 1. Brandon, you're going to get Zacatecas, the Z. Let's see. Who else? Anybody else? Henry or Paul or SBB or anybody else? You just let me know. And all right, sounds good, Broke Stacker. Let me know, or else these will go up on Whatonot. Anybody else? Roger says bin 9. Roger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to get $18.99, $18.99, $18.90. Ooh, really old one. You're going to get a nice variety here, and different mints, by the way. These all go to Roger S. Mrs. T. And let's see. After that, I see Paul bin 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And this next one's for Paul Dawson.
Okay.
Then I see SBB bin 3. 1, 2, 3. You get the CN, which might be Culiacan. Guanajuato. You get the GO as Guanajuato. And Zacatecas. You get a nice little collection there. SBB. Newt says 1. So, ooh, nice toner here, Newt.
This is SBB, right?
Newt gets 1. Yeah, SBB.
This one. Okay.
And then after that, yeah, Knox confirms Culiacan, where Julio Cesar Chavez. Let's see. Newt is bin 1. You got this nice toner from Zacatecas. And I do have a few more here. And basically, this is it, though, guys. This is it.
Nope, is a good one.
Let's see. Whoops. Anybody else? Last call. These are the last ones. I hit the mother load with these things, and they are cool. I've saved the whole collection for myself from all the different mints. Although, PI, where the heck is PI? Did I save one of those for myself? Let me check.
Before you.
Yeah, before I sell it.
Yeah.
Did I save the PI? Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, just checking. All right, guys, last call. If not, we'll put these up on Whatnot. Any toned ones? Let's see. Ooh, Yeah, that's super tone right there. 1900 Zacatecas. But they all have like, ooh, this one's super shiny. Man, this one looks like left in somebody's drawer forever since 1893. So you got a nice mix here, guys. Steve S says bin 3. All right, top 3. 1, 2, 3. CA, which I don't remember what that one is. Mexico City is MO, and 1890, 1901, 1893. Ooh. All right, guys. Let's see. In a minute, we're gonna go over to Whatnot and continue the fun over there. But in the meantime, we're gonna do another giveaway, Mrs. T.
Okay.
Why not? And let's see. We'll put that there, that there, that there. We're gonna do not one. We're gonna do 4 giveaways, and then invite everybody to join us over at Whatnot in just a little while. What question did I? Oh, here. Go on number 3. Here is the request to like and comment on all videos. And the question, when is the next auction? The next auction is in about 18 minutes or so on Whatnot. And then you'll see us back on Wednesday night on Whatnot. And then our next YouTube auction will be on Friday night. Just confirmed with TuliTuli. Friday night will be our next YouTube auction. All right, goal number 3. Ooh.
Another easy one?
Or
not
if they were watching the video, it'll be easy. But if they didn't watch the video, this is kind of stated like in the middle of the video. And I have to ask you guys, yeah, definitely join Whatnot and check it out. Patty, we'll have this whole thing up here will be filled with other stuff and a lot of small stuff, maybe even a little bit of gold and, you know, odds and ends. And they knew it pretty good, didn't they?
They did.
Newt said California. Ronald said no. Where is the? Let's see. Knox says California. Yeah. So who are the first 4 Californias?
I see
Newt, Knox, Henry, and Rick K. And in between there was Ronald.
He says he types like
Oh, blaming it on the fingers.
I think he tried to say California.
Did you try to say, Ronald, were you trying to say California? Oh, man. All right. Ronald, if you were trying to say California, we'll throw one in for you too. Ronald, just let us know. Yeah. And after making fun of him with that little sound, I like that. I got to use that more often. All right, guys. We're heading over to Whatnot, and after about a 16-minute break or so.
Did you tell them about Mark this morning?
Oh yeah, Mark showed up. We did it was so cool. We did a premiere, and it was a nice group. There's probably about 30 of us in there just chatting. SBS showed up. We were just chatting about the silver bars and the vintage and so forth. And our old buddy Mark showed up. It was so great to see Mark online, joking around a little bit. He stayed for a minute, and he got a lot of love from the community, whoever was there in the chat. He also said that he has very, very serious surgery next week. So those of you who are the praying type, Mrs. T and I will be at church tomorrow saying a little, throwing one up for Mark for sure. If you're the praying type, throwing up there for Mark because he said it was such a serious surgery he's preparing himself for. He said he's prepared for whatever happens. And when you hear somebody say something like that, you know it's serious, obviously. So say a little prayer, and we'll see you all on Whatnot in about 15 minutes. All right, thanks, everybody. And TuliTuli, you're the best. Good night. God bless. For those of you who are contemplating it, just, hey, use that little link. Jump on Whatnot. Find me, it's right here, T_the_silver_stacker on Whatnot. Links are in the video description, this video description right here. We'll see you in a few. We're going to turn it over. Bye-bye.